Well guys, it's about that time again. 3 months ago, I moved the collection from a room upstairs all the way down into this room, which is downstairs, which is the master bedroom in this home right here. And just 3 short months later, we are moving it again, this time into a whole new home. So I am not looking forward to this. I don't think I'm gonna document the process just because we're gonna be moving it pretty quickly, and I don't want to make that process longer by trying to record the whole process. So what I want to just do in this video is show you guys my collection as of today, what it looks like in this home. This is the last time you guys will see it in this home. Next time it's going to be in a new home. It's going to be the same shelf, so it's going to look the same, but it's going to be a new home. The room's going to be different. It's actually going to be smaller than this one, so we'll see what we can do there. But yeah, I'm sure you guys don't want to look at me. Let's get into the collection. And there's a lot of empty shelves just because I was planning to put stuff there, but we didn't have the time to do that in this home, but it will be filled up in the new home. And I'll kind of talk about how I plan to display things in the new home. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys, so we're gonna start with the top of my IKEA drawer shelves. Right here we have Burning Wind Studios Obito. I really do like this one. I love all of the tailed beast on the base. I think it looks awesome, and I actually really like the extra that they had us here with a small little tiny bust with a huge hole in the heart. I think that's a really cool touch. And on the opposite side we have Burning Wind Studios Madara. Here we have Hashirama on his chest. But the base here is awesome as well. I love the partial Susanoo on Kurama, and honestly Madara, this is still my favorite Madara's pose and face sculpt to date. I think he looks amazing. So this one, a lot of people have asked me if I'm selling it, and no, I am not. I really do love these two pieces. Man, I love the fact that their edition size plate is their Mangekyo Sharingan. Next up in the center, we got figure class Broly versus Super Saiyan God Blue Goku. This one is still probably my favorite Broly statue to date. And unfortunately, I didn't have it plugged in, so you can't see the LED, but it looks awesome. So here's an overview of the rest of the shelves. We're going to jump into my Attack on Titan statues, starting off with LC Studios line right here. I have all of their beginning line. They have Mikasa, Eren, and Levi. I do have an unboxing or showing off of my entire Attack on Titan statue collection. So I'm just going to show you guys an overview here. If you want some more thoughts of my Attack on Titan statues, definitely go check that one up. I'll leave a link on the top right-hand corner so you guys can check that one out. But I love me some Attack on Titan. And actually these two Giant Studios, I am actually selling these. And there's actually already an interested buyer, so these might be sold by the end of the week. Next up, moving into Hunter x Hunter. Here we have Figurama Netero versus Meruem. Right now, this one is on the floor because I was actually planning to replace it and put it in the center of my IKEA drawers where my Attack on Titan statue is. But I never had the time to do that, so that's what I'm going to be doing in the next house. I'm going to be putting this guy center stage in the middle because, yeah, you guys know Hunter x Hunter is my favorite, and I love this piece. Netero, Meruem, their body sculpts are amazing. Next up, we got Relics Den Studio Gon. Probably, I don't know if I like this one. Probably not better than Figurama, but I love this one. I know I had a lot of issues with it. I've talked about them in my unboxing, but it's still a beautiful piece. And Relics Den Studio Killua, same thing. I love it, but I do like Gon way more actually than this one. Although this one does come with 2 face sculpts, which is pretty cool. I actually like the one on the bottom more, but this one fits this scene a lot better. So I decided to go with this one. Again, I have unboxings for all of these statues on my channel, so if you're interested, definitely go check them out. I'll leave a playlist at the end so you guys can check out all of my statue unboxings. Now this one here, if you guys saw my unboxing of this one, you guys know this is probably my statue with the worst breaks I've ever received, but I fixed him and you can barely tell. I think it still looks awesome on display. You couldn't even tell honestly that it's broken when you look at it from afar. And I love this one. It's one of my favorite scenes from Hunter x Hunter. There's one of the breaks right there. Here's on the neck, there are some seam lines. That's probably the worst one. You can tell that one the most, but any of the cracks, you can't really tell them from this distance right here. And that's it. That's everything that I had on my IKEA drawers. Love these shelves, definitely recommend them. And as I mentioned earlier, that Hunter x Hunter statue, this is where I plan to put it here in the middle. I might just get rid of all of Attack on Titan on this shelves and just make this pure Hunter x Hunter. I think eventually I will have enough pieces to do that. So that's the plan. Now let's go ahead and move on to my IKEA Besta units. And I also do have a few figures on my IKEA Billy bookshelf right. But starting off on the right-hand side, we're going to start off on the top left. We have these one-piece PVC figures that I unboxed recently. I decided to display like this. I actually think it looks pretty nice with those boxes, as I mentioned in the unboxing. But those realistically won't stay there. They will eventually be replaced with some resins. This one right here, man, I love this white Ichigo. One of my favorite statues, actually. I think it looks really nice. Very simple, but it looks very cool. And here's where I decided to display my most recent, what is it, 20th anniversary Bleach Volume 1 edition. And here, I love this setup right here. I have all of my Bleach volumes, and then we have Yamamoto there in the middle, because underneath him, we have another one of my, I just love my Bleach statues, honestly. This is WS Studio Yamamoto, and to date, this is still definitely in my top 3 favorite statues. With the LEDs that I added custom, I think it looks amazing, which is why this is one of the ones that I'm most scared of moving, because if you guys remember, this one has a break on one of Yamamoto's feet. And so I don't know how I'm going to disassemble this one. I might try to transport it fully assembled, so we will see how that goes. I just don't want it to break. And up here, this is not, I haven't really decided where I want to display these, so for now they're just on an empty shelf, but eventually they will be displayed with the manga, but super cute figures right here. Now moving on to the Billy bookcase, I only have one resin in here, the Chainsaw Man Zhao Hao Studio statue right here. I love this line. I have Makima coming soon, so I can't wait to show you guys that. But yeah, this is how I display him. I recently got that Comic-Con exclusive Chainsaw Man right there from Way Schwartz. I decided to use that and display my statue with that card. I love displaying my statue with cards now, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing moving forward. But yeah, beautiful piece. Definitely recommend it if you guys can get your hands on it. Oh, and there's actually another mini resin here. We have Pito. This one came with Jumper Studio Gone, and I love this little thing. I think it looks very cute. I display him. I wanted to display it on top of the manga, but it didn't quite fit, so I just put it on the shelf on top of it. Still think it looks very cute, and at least it's pretty close to the manga. And we can't forget about Kurama. He's been here since basically the beginning of the channel, so I love this guy. Very cute little Funko Pop. And on the right hand side, we have a few more figures. This is probably the only Nindroid that I'm going to be keeping. I did recently decide that I'm going to sell off all of my Nindroids, but this one is very cute. Something about the hair and her face, I don't know. I just really like this one, so going to be keeping that one. And then we have Mai Sakurajima, one of my favorite animes of recent years, and I had to get a figure of her. I do plan to get some more, but for now, this is what I got, and I like it. All right, now moving on to the right-hand side Besta units. Here's where I have my Demon Slayer and one final Hunter x Hunter display, which is probably my favorite display. So let's go ahead and get into these Demon Slayer statues, starting off with Zenitsu. This one was one of my recent statues, and I love the LED on it, although it is a little bit too bright, but I still think it looks cool. Definitely the best Zenitsu, in my opinion, to date to come out as far as resins go. And yeah, after reading the manga, I would say this is still probably one of my favorite Zenitsu moments. So I don't think there's ever going to be another one to replace it. But yeah, just to have the whole gang together, I put some WCFs next to him. This one, I never showed it off, but one of my favorite WCF scale statues. This is from the film Mugen Train. We got Tanjiro doing his water style while he's battling out on top of the train. Very cool WCF. Very impressed with this one. And moving on down below Zenitsu, we have Giyu. Don't worry about those wires there. Just ignore those. Those will be gone hopefully the next time I set up this display. But I love the dragon. The water dragon here looks amazing. This is probably my favorite Demon Slayer statue, even though it did have a few issues during the unboxing. If you guys haven't checked that out, definitely go check out the unboxing for this one. This right here also, I could never get that attached, so that's just gonna stay like that. But here's the second head sculpt for Gyu. I went with the one that has the mark on his face. I think that one looks better. But I still think it looks cool to have this bust here on the side of the big main statue. So next up we have my Mitsuri shrine. Currently have 2 of them, although I am planning to downsize this to have maybe just 1 or 2 Mitsuris because I have more on the way, and these 2 are on the chopping block right now, although I still do really like them. But if anyone's interested, here's TPA Studio. Beautiful. Both of these are beautiful resins. I'm just going another route with my Mitsuri shrine. This one though, it does have a break, so I am only selling this one locally. I just don't want to risk that blade breaking again. Here are some of the extras that came with it in my Japanese volume 14 with Mitsuri on the cover. And then here is CP Studio Mitsuri. She is still my favorite out of these 2. Very simple design, but I think they nailed her body sculpt and her face sculpt and everything. But both of these still look very nice together. So if I don't sell them, I won't be mad. And then underneath here, there's no plan. This is probably going to go somewhere else eventually. But for now, I just put this guy underneath Mitsuri, WCF scale from G5 Studios. Can't wait to show more of these off. And then finally, we have my last Hunter x Hunter display right here. I love the way this display turned out. We have Hisoka, Illumi, and then Killua there on the back. We also have a WCF miniature Hisoka right here. Very similar to the one on the right, but just a smaller scale that can give you guys an idea of how much smaller WCF scales are too. These are 1/6 scale. But that Illumi, his hair, gave me a hard time figuring out how I want to display these. Thankfully, it worked out in the end, and I think this display looks very good. When it comes to Hunter x Hunter statues, I do think Hunter Fan Studios is definitely the best. So if you guys can get your hands on any of these, I definitely recommend it. This Killua is one of the more difficult ones to get. I was so lucky that I was able to find one. Somebody selling this one for retail, and I love him. One of my favorite Killua statues. And underneath, these are the only Funko Pops I will probably ever own. Again, don't mind the wires there on the back, but yeah, I actually like the way these look here underneath, so I'm keeping these Funko Pops. These are, like I said, the only ones I will probably ever own. And then here is how the display looks. It looks much better when you close the door. You don't see those wires. And I need to find a way to hide those statues on the back of those Funko Pops. So that's going to be something to do when I move this display over to the new place. But yeah, here's what it looks like with the doors closed. And that's it. All the other shelves here are empty. So that's everything in this master bedroom here. Now let's go ahead and go upstairs, and I'll show you guys what my Naruto collection looks like. Over there on that corner, those are all the WCF scales that I have. These next few weeks while I'm moving, I'm probably going to be unboxing more of those just because they're easy to take out and then put back in the box. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing these next few weeks. So look forward to some WCF scale statues. But yeah, let's go upstairs. All right, so here's an overview of my Naruto shelf. Don't mind that Figurama Attack on Titan. I actually moved him up here as I was taking apart the Broer shelves downstairs. But let's move into the Naruto collection. Starting off with the banger right here, probably my favorite Susanoo. We have Cartoon World Sasuke. And I do have this. I actually need to replace that card. I have a better card to go with this statue, but I love this piece. I was recently able to get it. Again, I did the statue unboxing for this one. Didn't get many views, but I love that one. You guys should definitely check it out. My favorite Susanoo to date. And right here, I have my Top Studio Susanoo collection. Really solid pieces as well. I'm probably going to be sticking with these for my complete Susanoo collection. But here's I will be showing off all of the cards that I choose to display with my Naruto collection because I do love me some Caillou cards. And I think that card goes the best with this one just because of the pose that we have here with Itachi. You guys can see that card kind of matches the same pose that he's doing on the statue. And then we also got some WCF Susanoos right here. These are from Surge Studio, I believe, and they did make one for each of the Uchihas, so I still need to unbox those for you guys. But moving on here, we have Kakashi, another SSR, again, another lower rarity card, but it fits the best with this statue, so that's why I chose to display it here next to this Kakashi. And then we got little Pa-kun here next to Kakashi's side as well. Moving on to the other side, we got Top Studio Madara. I think the Susanoo here looks very impressive. I love the two swords, and here's the card that I choose to display next to this one. But yeah, take a look at that Susanoo. The pose looks awesome. I love the little like whirlwind effects around the base as well. And then here's the second of my WCF Surge Studios Susanoos that I have. And take a look at Madara's face here, though. I think they could have definitely done a better job there, which is why I say that I still do prefer Burning Winds. They did an amazing job there, but I still love Top Studio. But now let's go ahead and move on to my little Akatsuki collection. It definitely needs some work, but right here we have Deidara. This is by KM Studio. Deidara himself is pretty small there on top of the C2 Clay Dragon, but I think the focus here is definitely the Jutsu, and I love the way that it looks. This is the card that I choose to display with Deidara. And fun fact, I actually got this one from BAM Collectibles. Moving on to the left, here is my Cloud Studio collection, and there, my first MR. I love that card, and moving on to this statue, we got the Reaper Death Seal right there, as well as Orochimaru's signature white snakes. I love the fact that he's petting one of the snakes right there. I think it looks very cool. And then on the other side, we have Zetsu. I don't have any card of Zetsu to display at the moment, so I don't display any cards in front of this one, but Clouds knocked it out of the park again with this one. It's definitely my favorite Zetsu that I've seen today. We got Yamato there on the base, and I love these white Zetsus here around the base as well. I think it looks very nice. Haven't seen another Zetsu that I like more than this one right now, but that's it for my Cloud Studio collection. Moving up top, we're moving back to Cartoon World. We got another SSR right here, but this is from their Battle Damage line, which at the moment I only have Conan. Very sexy, kind of a sexy statue right here. I do love this one. I love the pose. I love the way that she looks. And yeah, I can't wait to show off more because I'm actually probably going to continue the rest of my Akatsuki line through this Burning Wind Damage Studio line. I love what they're doing with that line. And moving on to this is the last statue here on my Naruto display. And one of the best, one of my favorites, we have Infinity Studio Might Guy versus Madara. And another MR right here, a beautiful card, and it's a perfect card to go with this statue because it just captures the scene perfectly as well. We have Might Guy and the dragon behind him, just like we do on the statue here, as you guys can see. Love Might Guy's pose, and Madara actually looks very good as well, even though you can't really see him. You can kind of see the face, but yeah, he's not the main focus here. The main focus is Might Guy and the dragon, but I'm still impressed with the quality of Madara, even though he's not seen too much. So yeah, that's Infinity Studio. And that's it, guys. These two are empty. Ignore the Attack on Titan, so I'll catch you guys back at downstairs. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video showing off my entire collection as of right now. As you guys can see, the IKEA Brors are gone, no longer here. I still have some statues here that I plan to unbox, so those will probably be filmed here on the other side. I haven't moved any of this stuff. I'm probably gonna keep this here while they take some pictures to get the house rented. And then during the time that we're waiting for the house to get rented, I'll slowly move all that stuff out of the way. But yeah, it was a lot of work to move this stuff, so definitely give your guys some time, at least a couple of months. For me, it was last minute that we decided that we're gonna rent this whole house out. So I had to move everything, and I moved all of this stuff in one weekend, and I got super sore and it was super tiring. So yeah, definitely give you guys some time to move statues if you guys have a big collection. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one.